Welcome to my class in continuation with Unit 2, in which we study about the collection, organization and presentation of data. In that we finished with collection of data, we talked about organization of data, and we are doing the presentation of data, and in that a presentation also takes four forms. One is the textual, the other is by tabular presentation, and then we have what is known as the diagrammatic and graphical. So we finished with the textual and we are doing the tabular presentation. That means presenting data in the form of table, that is in rows and columns. Even in that we talked about types of tables. So in types of tables we talked about, you can just have a look, that types of tables also we did. That is, tables are divided on the basis of purpose and the nature of data and on the basis of construction. Now on the basis of purpose we finished, that is the general purpose table, which are what is huge tables that we have, which have the entire gamut of data. For example, we talked about census of India, when we have during the census all what we've collected. Then out of that we want to know how many male, female are studying, illiterate, and where do they belong, where's their habitation, rural, urban, and all of that. Then that becomes a summary table, or special tables as they are known as. So then we have nature of data. So originally if we just place the data in the original units, then it's known as the primary tables, as we can call them. And then we have what is the derived tables. Now what are the derived tables? That is when we turn them into ratios or percentage. And in today's class we are going to do what is known as presentation of data again, but we are going to talk about tabular presentation on the basis of construction. So on the basis of construction, just have a look. We have what is known as the simple table and the complex table. So this is what, and in the simple table of course just has one characteristic, and when you're talking about the complex table, they can be either two characteristics, which is known as a two-way table, or a double table. It can have three characteristics of data can be shown in the table, so that is known as a treble or three-way table. Or we have what is known as a manifold table, which has more than three characteristics. All right, so this is what we are going to do, and I'm going to explain each one with an example so that it makes it easier for you to understand. Just take the first one. Let's take the simple table, that is on the basis of construction. So here in this we have taken a table which shows that marks are given and the number of students. So distribution of students of a school according to marks. So that is the only characteristic, one. So that is why it is a simple table. Now marks are 0 to 10, how many? 3 students. 10 to 20, 15. 20 to 30, 20. 30 to 40, 25, and 40 to 50, 22. So these were the number of students, and the total comes to 85. And that was the single characteristic. Okay, and of course you've seen I've given a table number, then it's a head notice there. Then you have we just needed the captions, marks and number of students. We could do away with stubs, that is row headings, and then of course given a source. Say the source also I mentioned. I've taken this table from ID Mangla statistics, okay, elementary statistics book. So now we come to what is known as again we are going on with complex tables, but now we are talking about a double table, two-way table. So what is a double table, if they say, or what is a two-way table? Well, it is that which shows two characteristics of data. For example, we can divide students, how many marks and whatever they are getting, according to their sex. That is girls or boys. So this will be a two-way table. Now look at this. So marks again 0 to 10 up till 40 to 50. So out of the total, we wrote, remember, 3, 15, 20, 25 and 22. Out of that, how many were girls and how many boys? So 0 to 10, there were 2 boys and 1 girl. So that came to be a total of 3. Okay. Then 10 to 20, number of student boys 10 and 5 girls. So 15 total. So 15 of them got marks between 10 to 20. Then 20 to 30, boys how many? 8 and girls 12. So 20. Total is 20. 30 to 40, how many number of students? 8 of boys and 12 of girls. So 20 again we said. 30 to 40, sorry, 13 of boys and 12 of girls, that is 25. And 40 to 50 is 15 of boys and 7 of girls, comes to 22. The total comes to 85. Okay, now just total up the boys, you get a total of 48. Girls total gets to be 37. So 48 plus 37 is 85, and that's right. Okay, and now we are going to do a treble table, three-way table, in which we will add another characteristic to it. So then that becomes a treble table, right? Just have a look. Now look at this. So it's the tables get a little unwieldy when you're putting in more characteristics in it. So here we go. So in this we have 3 characteristics of data. So in the table again, I've given the table number, the head, the title. The title is distribution of marks of students of a school according to sex and section. That is girls and boys we've already done. And in this we're going to do section A and B. Alright, so have a look. So in the, and again I've given a source also. The source is again the textbook, say ID Mangla. That is, let me just see, elementary statistics. Alright. Now in this, see, so how many, basically what we see is, we have the marks given, then we have the boys, then we have the girls, the grand total, then you have the section. And if you can take the marks as stub headings, okay, but it is just with under the caption we can just hold on to the marks. We can put the marks there. So these are the captions, number of students, that is boys and girls, sorry, and the section A, B, total, and all of that. So once you practice these tables, it becomes very simple. So in this, we've taken 3 characteristics. Number 1, what is that? The total number of students, 1. 2 is boys based on sex, girls and boys based on section is A and B. So that's how we get 3. Okay, so just see, like for example 0 to 10, section A, let's just take the boys, section A 1, section B 1, and the total comes to 2. Now girls, see, section A 0, nobody has got 0 to 10. Section B only 1 girl gets, so total of 1. Now section A, total section is, so how many? 1 plus 1 of boy and 0 of girl becomes 1, and section B 1 of boy and 1 of girl becomes 2. So the total is 3. Remember? So that is right. So that is how it goes. So we bifurcate them according to the characteristic, and they should match. It's not that you can just write whatever you feel like. So you have to tally them later on to see where they are. Okay. So this is what is the distribution of marks of a school according to the 3 characteristics as we pointed out. Now there is something known as a manifold table. Now look at this. Now in a manifold table, so what do? I have not drawn the table for you, but yes, it is in the previous, like we talked about the 3 characteristics in the earlier table, in the 3-way table. That is, the distribution of marks is 1, then boys and girls, then A and B section, and maybe we can take category, general category or scheduled caste category. So this will come to be as a, what do you call it, the manifold table, and so on and so forth. Then you can talk about area if you want 5 characteristics: urban, rural, and all of that. All right. So with this, we finish off the types of tables. And again, let me just reiterate: types of table on the basis of purpose, on the basis of construction, as we've done. And the second one was on the basis of, what did we talk about? Nature of data. So, sorry, this is how we did it. So you can get a question as to, they'll give you 1 or 2 characteristics, and accordingly you'll have to just fill up the data.